welcome back, and welcome back. Today we're going to do my little shortcut to a chicken pot pie. I'm going to use some pie crust, some peas and carrots, eggs for the egg wash, a little butter. We're going to use this medley, which saves a lot of time. I've showed you this before. Carrots, onions, and celery. That is about a cup of chicken that I just boiled, chicken breast. And that's about a cup and a half of potatoes that I've already cooked. But I left them, right before they got all the way done, I stopped them and blanched them with cold water so that they would be ready for this, because I cooked this and this yesterday, okay? And then I've got Table Blend Mrs. Dash. And this is a neat little product that I've never used before, but we're going to try it out today. All right? And I'll let you know how yummy it is. I got it from Target. Or Target, as some call it. And we're going to use some garlic salt. And this is all we're going to use to make this delicious, quick pot pie. Let's get started. All right, the first thing we're going to do is I am going to go in with, I would say, about 4 tablespoons of butter. Closer to 3. And I'm going to let that melt. And as soon as that melts, I'll come right back. All right, we've got that butter all melted up. We're going to go in with our mixture of onions, minus the container, of course. Put those carrots in there, and we're going to saute this for about 5 minutes, okay? But I'm also going to put a little seasoning in with that, okay? I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of Mrs. Dash. And we're going to also put in about a tablespoon of this garlic salt. And we're just going to let this cook down. Get those onions translucent. Get that celery and that onion a little soft, along with that carrot and onion and carrot and onion and carrot. Onion, celery, and carrot. We're going to just get it softened up a little bit. And it's going to toast a little bit for us. And this is just the start of opening up those flavors on the flavors that we're going to build to make this, okay? So 5 minutes, and I'll be back. All right, we're going to start getting some of the more of those ingredients on in here and getting those flavors to know one another. I'm going to go ahead and go in with all these peas and carrots, that whole bag, simply because I know my family loves it. That one doesn't look so pretty. And we're going to get this going. I'm going to go ahead and put in, and I'm going to let this cook for at least another 3 minutes. Because keeping in mind, all of this stuff is already done. I'm going to go in with that chicken. And I wish I would have made a little bit more for this, but I didn't. And I'm going to go in with those potatoes. And I'm just going to let this kind of cook through for 3 minutes. Okay? Just so those flavors get to know one another, become the bestest of friends. Look at that. You see what we already got going on here? Just a couple of minutes, 3 minutes. Let that warm on through. Get the cooking process going again on those potatoes and on that chicken. Because it's not going to be in the oven a whole long time. But I want to make sure everything gets incorporated. I want all those flavors all over everything. Even the ones trying to go overboard. So 3 minutes, turning this continuously every minute or so for the next 3 minutes. And I'll be back. Okay, now I'm going to put that sauce in here. And you can absolutely make this sauce from scratch. What you do is at this point, you go in what I would say about maybe as much as I have in here, 1/2 cup of flour. And then coat it up, brown it up. You know, make sure all the items in this pan is covered with the flour. Then go in with some chicken broth. Depending on how much juice you want, I would start with 1/2 cup. And then if it's still too thick for you, at that point, add in a pinch at a time until you get the consistency that you want. Okay? And I will definitely make some pot pie from scratch. But this is my cheat. And you see, look how thick that sauce already is. That's the consistency that I like my sauce to be in. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Yum, yum. I'm telling you, better make some. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Okay, I'm just going to let this warm through for 2 minutes. And then we're going to get this baby in the oven. All right? Okay, I'll be right back. All right, this is the point where you taste it to see if the flavor is there that you like. Add some Italian seasoning, some chili powder. You can add some more garlic, Mrs. Dash, onion powder, garlic powder. This is where you add those extra flavors, okay? This is it. And see, you see why I cooked the potatoes as long as I did and stopped? Because I want them to have some shape. I don't want them to be mush. This is not mashed potatoes up in here, okay? So now I'm going to transfer this into another dish, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am going to go ahead and use that butter spray you know I love. I'm going to spray it down. I'm going to get those rims. All right. And now I'm going to go ahead and get all that deliciousness into this pot. Let me go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to take that pie crust. I rolled it out a little bit more. And we're going to see how we can fit her over here. Oh yeah, she fits perfectly. Pull her down a little bit. Okay, and I'm just going to let her hang over. I am definitely going to just let her hang over. I am not going to mess with that. Okay? And I'll give you a close-up to let you see what I've done here. And we're just going to kind of seal it down a little bit. Push it a little bit. Get those edges. Go all the way around. And get those edges. Okay? And then once we do that, we're going to cut a couple of little slits in here. They don't have to be pretty. They don't have to be beautiful. Just cut some slits in here, okay? We just want to put a couple of little slits in here. Okay, more than a couple. A few thousand. Okay? Because you need that heat to escape. And at the end of the day, we definitely want it to escape. And we want to make this as delicious as possible, okay? So I'm just adding a few extra slits. Because that's just how Gigi does it. You don't have to do it just like that if you don't want to. Your party, your party. Now that's when we're going to go with the egg wash. This is 1 egg, okay, with 2 tablespoons of water. And we're just going to brush her, okay? Take it and brush it all around. You also want to get those sides. And like I said, I'll give you a close-up of that in just a second. So brush that around. Get that egg wash on all this. This is going to give us the golden, beautiful brown look that we want. Okay? Make sure you get those edges, those sides. And again, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to Gigi's channel, okay? I'm always doing some kind of yummy up in here. Okay? Always doing some kind of yummy. Okay? All right. Now I'm going to get this on a cookie sheet. And I'm also going to give you a close-up. I'll be right back. All right, here's the close-up. See how she's around the edges there? Put on the cookie sheet just because we love a little less mess. And there she is. Okay? We're going to have her in the oven, 375, for about 25 to 35 minutes, depending on your oven. It normally takes mine about 25 to 30 minutes, okay? On 375. Let's get her in there. And there is that beauty right there. Look at that. See how she just kind of flaps over the sides? You can do this or not, but this is just a way that I go ahead and ensure that I get as much crust as I can. There she is. There she is. Our beautiful pot pie. There she is. I'm going to slice her up and let you see just how yummy she is. All right. There she is. All right. The best I can do is a look on the inside. Every time I grab a bowl, it gets snatched from me. So rather than for that to happen again, here is what she looks like. That's the inside. Part of the crust is gone. Oh, you're going to let me have that bowl? Okay, that's mighty nice of you. And here it is, all bowled up. All bowled up. This crust here is the part of the crust from the sides. Look at that up underneath there. Yum, yum. You better make some. I'm telling you. Absolutely delicious. Please like, subscribe, and feel free to share. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Things made easy with Gigi. All day, every day. Everybody be blessed and stay safe. You'll get to see Gigi on the next one. Take care, you guys.